Hi, I'm Wilson, and this was real painful. And in a matter of minutes, you'll discover why my concussion is the secret to you becoming a real-life superhero. Have you ever wondered how extreme sport competitors, stuntmen, even MMA fighters defy great odds of career-ending injury every time they practice? They use this secret. When they do get injured, this secret makes their body say, "I'm not going to lose no matter what," performing like the injury never happened. The US Navy SEALs apply the secret to train elite snipers 300 to 500% faster than just 10 years ago. Actually, every A-list actor, rock star, rap stars, they've all mastered this secret to jam-pack stadiums and become mega box office stars. This secret may be the difference between the 1 in a million who make it and the countless others who end up wasting their lives away wondering, what do they have that I don't? All the extraordinary men in history have mastered this secret, whether they are aware of it or not. And in a moment, I want to reveal it to you, so you can have an unfair yet completely ethical advantage. Watch this presentation until the end, and you will also discover a superior yet little-known pre-performance method of getting in Superman mode without tedious preparation or studying theory. How to use your mind to instantly overcome and master physical pain instead of letting the pain master you. Why you must avoid this one common habit if you want to unleash your real-life superhero. This presentation will not be free much longer. It essentially gives away the proven techniques I make my living teaching to professional athletes. So watch this right now while you still can. Perhaps you believe you've tried everything for peak performance to get that edge. I know I did at one time myself. Then, out of nowhere, you stumble upon something totally new, something that causes everything to click. That is what you're about to experience today, so by all means keep watching. I'm about to reveal an approach to your mental game that's totally unique, surprisingly simple, and works for anyone at any age. Picture in your mind how much better your life will be once you finally discover the secrets of transforming yourself into a real-life superhero. And, like a superhero, you push the human potential beyond what others believe possible. While your competitors are discouraged by the new unprecedented standards you have set, you have the confidence to do it again and are driven by the awesome feeling of accomplishment to push the boundaries even further, becoming the star you are meant to be. First, however, I'm going to share a rather embarrassing story with you. You'll see why I was reluctant to even include this story in about a minute. So stay with me. Deal? Before we begin, let me assure you, I wasn't always this go-to guy when it comes to superhuman performance. In fact, I was anything but. Thinking back, it was September 2006. I was now 5 years into my professional fighting career, and at best case, my window of opportunity to be a champ was closing fast. I was getting a lot of pressure from my family to get a real job, but martial arts was my life. I'd been doing it since I was 7 years old and had earned 5 belts at the advanced level in 5 different martial arts. Giving up was not an option, but to stop the ruthless nagging, I took on a job in sales to make ends meet, putting in grueling 12 to 14-hour days only 3 weeks before my next fight. My new job made it tough to really train for the fight, but the fear my opponent was training harder than me, that really pushed me to my limits every training session. The stress I put on myself was insane, and it didn't help that my new girlfriend at the time looked at my MMA career as human cockfighting. By some miracle, this was the first fight I actually convinced her to attend. And worse, I was unaware all the work and stress had burned out my adrenal glands. I felt beat up before I even came close to entering the ring that night. It was a surreal feeling, those last minutes, before the fight in the locker room, the first steps into the ring that night felt like my legs weighed a ton. The floor was sinking under my feet as my pre-fight jitters filtered the wall of noise from the hundreds of screaming voices. The tension rose. As the ring judge moved forward, the crowd went wild and the bell rang. Suddenly, all I could hear was my breathing magnified by the pounding of my own heart. I looked into my opponent's eyes and could smell the rage inside him. His pupils were dilated like those of a bull about to charge. I felt like a matador with no sword. I knew my skills were superior to his, but something was wrong. Literally, only a few seconds into the fight, my muscles were burning like I had already had the fight. I had no strength. It was my burned out adrenal glands. Now, the part you're about to hear is pretty bad in places, but this was the experience that led me from working and fighting on the side to becoming the British MMA champion. And I think you want that kind of result in your sport too. Despite knowing this, I guess I didn't feel it deep enough, as I needed to experience one really embarrassing, horrific event to really get me on the path to instant human performance. His first punch hit my body, reverberating through my organs. The pain was incredible. But that pain brought my senses back, and within a split moment, the fight broke out into a war. "Move, move, don't stay there." I heard my corner yelling, then out of nowhere I got cracked right on my head with a ferocious kick. I was in big trouble. My ears were ringing. My legs went rubbery. Before I knew it, I was on my back, fighting to survive. As his punches were flurrying into my face, by instinct alone, I secured an armbar and put all my drive into it. Man, I was bagged. But the fear of working the rest of my life as a salesman in a cheap suit, that fueled me to put everything I had into finishing this guy. But it wasn't happening. I just didn't have the strength to finish it. At that moment, I felt doubt creep into my mind. Then, as I heard the 10-second reminder, my opponent struggled out, putting me into a simple anaconda-like choke. The last thing I recall is my girlfriend screaming as my opponent squeezed the consciousness right out of me. Next, I remember the distinct sting of smelling salts on my raw, broken nose, like you saw in the picture at the start of the video, and the ring doctor waking me on the bloodied ring floor. I was too beat up to even stand as my opponent's hand was raised in victory. As he basted in the glory of victory, I had a much different destiny. A cold, stiff stretcher. Destination, the nearest hospital emergency room. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock the whole trip. And that triggered a much worse problem than the bruises and cuts. Self-doubt, which led me to second-guess myself for a long time. My first moment alone, I broke down uncontrollably into tears. I made a vow to myself. I will never, ever act or feel this way again, and I will solve this mental block holding me from achieving my dreams or die trying. I promised myself I'd spend 24 hours a day, no matter what, conquering the failure I felt and the fear my dreams were done. And thanks to that turning point, I uncovered the secret, and it's one that works for just about anyone and works every time. And today, I'm going to reveal it to you. Just keep watching. Remember, despite my success today, I'm really no different than you. I just got lucky, and through some really hard trials, I developed a rock-solid blueprint. This is a system that allows people just like us, real, everyday men and women, to have extreme and total confidence and the ability to overcome any obstacle that, until now, may have been standing in your way. The ability to flip a switch and instantly turn on warrior mode or enter the flow. This is the system I've used to reap the rewards of my inner hunger to be the best. In my case, become the British MMA champ twice. And it's the same exact system I'll be sharing with you today, so you can finally experience results like these for yourself. I'll share all the specifics with you in just a moment. First, I need to let you in on what your real problem is today. This is the hidden foe, the real villain behind why you are coming up short, and why living life sometimes like a zombie is not your fault. The real problem is the fact that you've been programmed to fail for years, and these lies are keeping you from achieving your superhuman potential. You may have heard, or perhaps even believed at one point, that you have to work on your bad habits in order to be your best. Yet, that's just nowhere near the truth. If you are one of the millions that have fell victim to this lie, then you need to decide now to accept the truth, because if you don't, you'll only make your bad habits stronger from putting your energy and focus into them. You may end up suffering with pessimism and extreme anxiety, and you may even develop depression and self-hatred, thinking you're a failure in life. And this is not what I desire for you. And this is the reason your struggles with consistently feeling your best and thus performing at superhuman capacity is not your fault. If you really feel a need to lay blame, don't lay it on yourself. Blame the education system. The education systems have been purposefully misrepresenting the truth to good folks like you and me for a long time, training you to be realistic and practical and to have a plan B. This is just another way to weaken your focus and spread your energy. As Arnold Schwarzenegger says, having a plan B is a defeatist attitude. It's like accepting failure before you even begin. I never have a plan B. I make my plan A work. Do you think Mike Tyson had a plan B, or Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, or any other great person in history? Having a plan B is a destructive lie which robs you of all your time and energy you put into it. Time and energy you could be focusing on who you are, what you do, and up the ante in your life. The truth is that you should never jeopardize your success in life for being practical. That will really put the odds against you of ever achieving your dreams. If you fall for this deception, you'll end up wasting a lot of life while questioning your own existence. Now that you know the problem, that achieving your personal destiny has been held back for years due to these lies, let's dive into the 3 tips I have for you today. These are the exact same tips and tactics that countless thousands of professional athletes have used to see massive success under extreme pressure, the success you desire and deserve. And by far, the most important tip is the 7 weapons of the Warrior's Flow. I'll go into the specifics of my 7 weapons of the Warrior's Flow in just a second, so by all means keep watching. First, you absolutely must know this common mistake you have to avoid if you want to instantly overcome pain, and it will surprise you. Most people believe working through the pain is actually a good thing when you take a hard blow to a muscle. However, this isn't true. It's only good to do if you're in the middle of a fight or competition and have no choice. If you don't avoid this, you will experience worse swelling, thus increasing your time to recover. You can lose a lot of precious time before you're able to resume your sport again. Unless you avoid this common mistake, you're in for some serious headaches if you want to maintain a serious training camp up to any competition. Here's the secret. Use my pendulum breathing technique. Here's what it is. When a trauma, like getting hit hard on your thigh, occurs, I want you to calm yourself down by concentrating on your breathing. Then, use what I call my pendulum breathing principle on the injured muscle. Imagine the movement of the pendulum in your mind. Then match the speed of the pendulum to your breathing. Keep in mind, you have control over the speed of the pendulum. As you maintain the rhythm between the pendulum and your breathing, draw your attention into the area you feel the pain. Then maintain the movement of the pendulum in your mind until the pain fades away. Just picture it. You'll resume your training session as if the serious trauma never happened. Your coach and teammates are bewildered as you continue training regardless of major bruising and swelling, with little loss of movement whatsoever. The benefits of this simple tip continue to astound me, and thousands I've given it to. Listen to this one. Would it surprise you to discover you can actually enjoy being yourself without care of what others think? By discovering how to actually enjoy this process, you'll open your mind up to creativity and escaping limited thought. Think of it this way. While everyone else was worrying about what would happen if they didn't make it, Danny Way ignored what others thought and successfully was the first to jump the Great Wall of China, accomplishing a world record above and beyond what anyone else had ever done before. All you need to do is focus on your strengths. Never think of anything but how you will succeed. Thinking like this allows you to reach your true potential. Just imagine what your life will look like when being yourself becomes something you enjoy. You'll experience daily, even hourly excitement as you move closer to finding out who you truly are. Not only that, you'll also develop your natural talents much quicker and to a greater level. Enjoying the journey is the key to staying on the path, and this simple strategy will get you there fast. And it gets even better. Here comes my really big, massive, crucial tip. Warning. Without using this tip, you can forget about those other tips I just shared with you. This tip is that crucial. This is the tip that will allow you to enter superhuman warrior mode and perform your best. And get this tip puts you on success autopilot, on your way to greatness. All your worries drift away, while you magically perform like you're superhuman. This is a taste of my patented 7 weapons of the Warrior's Flow, used successfully by virtually every successful pro athlete, even if they don't know it. Here's how it works. You learn to put yourself in the flow through the awareness of your feelings combined with specific thoughts, postures, and controlled breathing. Kind of like yoga and meditation combined. Now, relax and close your eyes. Listen to the sound of my voice. Take 3 pendulum breaths. And as you're taking these breaths, I want you to picture a time when you were winning and in the zone. You seemed to move with effortless skill, and everything just went your way. A time when you were at the top of your game. Picture yourself at that time. Now, merge into the picture and look through your own eyes as if you're experiencing it right now. Look through your eyes. What do you see? Listen to the sounds. What do you hear? Most of all, sense how you feel, as if you are experiencing it right now. Now, feel the feeling in your body. Observe where the feeling is. It could be in your chest. It could be in your arms. It could be in your legs. Does it circle? If so, what direction does it go? Does it move up and down your body, or even vibrate out like a small spark inside you? Whatever direction it takes, focus on that feeling. Whatever it is, just focus on that feeling. Remember, there are no rules. However you feel it is how you feel it, and it is right. Now relax in that feeling for 2 to 3 breaths. And then find a way to make that feeling bigger, stronger, and feel it grow inside your body until your whole body is consumed by this feeling of greatness, by this feeling of the zone, by this feeling of the flow, by this feeling of the warrior's flow. Now bathe in that feeling of greatness. Give yourself 3 breaths, feeling that feeling, and really cementing it into your being. Now, I want you to slowly begin to wiggle your toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes to bring yourself back into the message we're saying just now. When you practice these weapons and make them part of your being, you open the gates to tapping your greatness as an athlete and as a human. My system, which I'm about to cover in detail, is based upon this tip and allows you to experience instantly the qualities and postures of champions. Just imagine what your life will feel like when you master my 7 weapons of the Warrior's Flow. Your life will surge to an entirely new level of growth and fulfillment. And all of this is happening in your life simply because you now know the 7 weapons of the Warrior's Flow. It's the little-known success strategy enjoyed by the elite, and now it's your turn. Wow, that was a lot of information. You may be feeling a tad overwhelmed at this point, and that's perfectly okay. All this really means is that you have 2 simple choices to make right now. Choice 1. Take the information I just gave you and try to go at this alone. You never know, you may put the puzzle pieces together eventually on your own, sure. It will take a lot longer, and there's no guarantee you'll make it. Or you can take choice 2, the savvy choice, the choice most everyone takes who is ready to reap the rewards of the flow. This is the quickest, fastest, and smartest way possible to elevate your game without overthinking, years of study, or even airy-fairy affirmations. Why risk failure and frustration trying to figure all this out by yourself when we've done the hard work for you? Why even consider starting from scratch? I've laid out your exact step-by-step blueprint already. My blueprint has a legion of raving fans because I've tested, perfected, and honed this system down to a work of art, and I guarantee it will work for you. Here's what the vast majority decide to do. It's called the Warrior's Flow. I'm C. Wilson Melancelli, and I'd like to introduce you to the Warrior's Flow, the world's only complete system to feel your best and perform your best at will. This radically simple yet effective system will work for you even if you don't like meditating, have trouble concentrating, don't believe you can do it, or are dyslexic like me, or even if you think you've tried everything. Warning, the Warrior's Flow is not more theory, concepts, or positive thinking stuff. You don't have to study a bunch of technique or overthink. It's not some weird soundtrack with shady science. Don't you think you've been lied to enough? Isn't it time to start using what's proven to work? Rather, the Warrior's Flow is the direct result of over 21 years of my stuntman experience and my years of digging through the trenches as a pro fighter to find what really works. This passionate research revealed specific patterns that the truly successful athletes do that's virtually hidden from the public. And now, starting today, their success can be your success. The success patterns I studied and successfully duplicated give you the freedom to reap the rewards of all your hard work and preparation, and consciously get in your performance zone at will, and outperform physically superior athletes while you take your game to the next level. And all of this while you quickly achieve athletic success faster than ever before possible. Now, before we go any further, I need to come clean. If you're looking for yet another shiny object or program to do all the work, you get it. More crap that doesn't work, never has worked, and never will work for you. If that's you, and I'm trusting it's not, then you need to leave this website right now. This is for men and women who are ready to stop looking for miracles and start ensuring results. In short, there are no easy answers, but the Warrior's Flow makes entering your flow state as easy as it gets. So, if you're ready for the real truth behind what it takes to reach elite levels in sport, here's what you can expect. If you want to develop superhuman-like abilities, consciously live life, breaking new ground and achieving above and beyond what others think possible, performing in the zone at will, then the Warrior's Flow isn't just a solution for you, it's the only solution for you. Giuseppe Giamari, a pro-level competitive giant slalom skier, says, I've taken 1.5 seconds off my best time. I'm now skiing better than I ever have in my whole life. Let's take a look at what's inside your membership of the Warriors Flow. On Module 1, you'll be let in on my 7 weapons of the warrior. 21 exercises in total, combining breathing, posture, and thought, triggering you into the Warrior Flow superhuman state. This specifically formulated group of exercises, performed as instructed, works every time, releasing all 15 triggers scientifically documented to induce the flow state. Each high-quality audio track is between 3 and 10 minutes long, where I prepare you to be your ultimate self and do the things you would never do in your civilian life, the same exact way world-class athletes and performers mentally prepare prior to performing their best. As you've probably noticed by now, the Warriors Flow may be the only step-by-step system anyone can use to trigger the optimal flow state on the market today, as it allows you the most efficient way to consciously put yourself in the flow state. And it goes without saying that this makes your life much easier. And that gives you this. Perhaps you're concerned that the Warriors Flow, with all of its amazing peak performance strategies, will cost you quite a bit. And you'd be correct. Well, at least it should cost a pretty penny. After all, the Warriors Flow has already helped thousands of people achieve the flow state faster and easier than ever, yet I'll get into the price in just a few moments. First, I want to share a few specific perks this patented system can give you. First, you'll learn the secret key to taking your athletic abilities to superhuman levels, feeling and properly focusing strong emotion. And this alone is worth the investment in the Warriors Flow. Also, you'll benefit from learning how to avoid negative thought and feeding the dark wolf that's tucked away inside you. Plus, the pendulum breathing technique for nulling pain and speeding up recovery. The price of the Warriors Flow sold by itself is $199. Yet, you're not just receiving the Warriors Flow today. Because you've shown guts and determination by watching this presentation, I'm gonna sweeten the deal by tossing in another incredible bonus, free, just for ordering today. The first gift you'll be receiving today is Jay Jordan's Performance Flow Diet, the Youth Endorphin Code, a complete diet solution to support the flow state and thus optimal athletic performance. It's normally sold at $47. Yours free today. Now, it should be crystal clear why the Warriors Flow has a retail value of $199, and that's excluding all those incredible bonuses. And when you add in the bonuses, the retail value of the Warriors Flow is $246. However, just for watching this presentation today, I have a much better deal coming your way. So keep watching because it won't last much longer. Of course, you could choose to continue down the path you're on right now and end up spending 10, 20, even 100 times more than the investment you'll make today in the Warriors Flow in mediocrity. Then, there's the frustration of coming in second place to yourself. And let's not forget the lost opportunities in sports which you'll never really know for sure if you could have made it. That's a real killer. And neither of us see that as your future, right? So let's just make this an easy decision for you today, okay? I feel you deserve to know why I'm offering you such a massive discount today. Let me share my vision with you. It's a cause I'm inviting you to join today, along with the thousands of others who are ready to realize their true potential. Look, you deserve to know why I'm slashing the retail price of the Warriors Flow today. I came up with a really unique way to inspire action, because I have a dream of seeing everyone achieve their peak potential in sport and help bring sport to the next level without steroids and other performance-enhancing drugs. And with this take action now mentality, you can actually be a part of the cause that's helping thousands. How? A few years ago, I created a cause to help improve competitive sport through the mind because I'm sick of all the drugs in sport and the damage it's causing our youth. Have a look at the vision. To take sport performance to the next level through the mind rather than the needle, and educate and demonstrate the future of sport performance lies in the mind. I decided I absolutely need to let as many folks like you join in on this cause, one I call Warriors for Drug-Free Sport. Our vision is the near future mind principles will offer greater performance enhancement than is possible with drugs. The good news, that means a much lower price for you today, because frankly, I want you to join my cause and I refuse to let finances stop you. That means you will not be paying the retail value of $246 for the Thewarriorsflow today. Not even close. It's not even going to be half that price. It's not even going to be $99. Your total investment today, including the Thewarriorsflow, plus all the bonuses you now see on the screen, is now just one payment of only $67. Look below this presentation right now. Click on the orange button that says Unleash Your Flow to lock in your discounted price today for only $67. Listen, don't decide right now. Take advantage of my unconditional triple guarantee. Just try the Thewarriorsflow for 60 days. If you do not enter the flow state at will, or if you do not find our service and attention to your satisfaction top-notch, or even if you don't like my accent or my radical enthusiasm, no worries. I'll refund every penny you invested today. No questions asked, no hassles, and no hard feelings. Look below this video right now. Click on the orange button that says Unleash Your Flow and lock in your discounted price today. Just look at what Mike Christopherson did using the Thewarriorsflow system. I have added a few short flow exercises and cut my training time nearly in half. I never would have believed the improvements. I am more rested, more focused, and have eliminated the overtraining injuries I used to get all the time. The Thewarriorsflow has breathed a second wind into my athletic career. Gianpaolo de Gregorio says, "Last thing I wanted was more theory and studying. The Thewarriorsflow is a take-action program, and the results have been life-changing. Wilson is right. By properly training my mind, I have improved my speed and balance with actually less time in the gym." Stephen Duncan of Balanced Fitness and Nutrition says, "When we're working with highly trained athletes, it's just not possible to cut a few more calories or add a few more reps to improve performance better. We use the Thewarriorsflow to maximize mental function and see consistent improvements in performance. We see activation of the parasympathetic nervous system, improving immune system and lowering stress, which directly improves energy, hormones, and even gut function. The Thewarriorsflow is a must-have tool, and I recommend it to not only keep up with sports performance advantages and advances, but to get an edge. Plus, if you act now before the presentation ends, I'm going to include this super bonus worth $29.99 absolutely free. Instant Flow Induce Past State of Flow, and that brings your total value to over $275. Yet, by taking action today, the entire Thewarriorsflow system with all the bonuses plus the super bonus is yours for just $67. Remember, it's not just a fantastic bargain you'll be receiving today. You'll be joining in my cause, Warriors for Drug-Free Sport. Plus, you'll join the ever-growing Thewarriorsflow family of satisfied customers. And you'll even make some wonderful new friends along the way. Like-minded folks like you who are dedicated to athletic success. Click on the orange button that says Unleash Your Flow and lock in your discounted price today. You'll be granted immediate access to everything, the Thewarriorsflow, and all the bonuses, plus your free super bonus, Instant Flow, which alone is worth over $30. Here's what will happen the moment you click the orange Unleash Your Flow button below this video. First, you'll be taken to our 100% secure checkout page, which looks like this. Then, after you order, You can select the add-ons you prefer to help you start getting into the flow state even faster. Finally, you'll arrive at our secure members area, which looks like this. Remember, you've been struggling consistently to reach your athletic goals far too long, and the pain of continuing without taking action will only lead to more despair, more frustration, and continued self-doubt. Yet, all of this can be avoided beginning today, simply by applying the step-by-step flow achieving principles found in the Warriors Flow. Picture right now the moment you finally have the answer you've been looking for. As you begin your journey to performance freedom, you feel alive, full of energy, seeing success at every turn. You see and experience your peak performance state happening today. You are experiencing the life you deserve at long last. Yes, it's true. Your athletic plateaus up until today have largely been no fault of your own. It's true that you've been lied to in the past about quick fix solutions, the fad meditations and programs you may have tried, and then there's all those false promises no one stands behind. However, today marks your day to take responsibility, to take action necessary to put an end to the lies, and begin anew on a real plan that simply works. Yet, unlike all those phony solutions, this one is guaranteed to work for you. Try the Warriors Flow for 60 full days on me, and see the results you desire or pay nothing. Plus, you're always just minutes away from an answer from our friendly support staff. It's not every day a world-class athlete knocks on your door and offers to take you under their wing and reveal their secret formula to you. Vision isn't easy. As a result, many people let the opportunity of a lifetime slip through their fingers and live to regret it. We live in the most fiercely competitive time in history. This is no time to be skating on thin ice. This is no time to be playing around with untested ideas and untested leaders. This is the time to take advantage of every tool you can to get an edge. If you, in honest self-assessment, feel that there are weaknesses and vulnerabilities in your game, if you feel anxious every time you're competing, if you worry you're not good enough, please act decisively. The urgency is real. The discounts and bonuses end with it. The benefits of flow are real and proven. Your timing is vital. So, you've bought the Warriors Flow. What do you do first? Go take a look at the table of contents and check out the 7 weapons of the Warriors Flow, so you can dive in as soon as possible and get started seeing results. The 7 weapons will guarantee you begin right where you need to start and experience the Warriors Flow. Remember, along with the 7 weapons, you'll also be receiving the Flow Performance Diet Plan, the Youth Endorphin Code to give your body what it requires to support the serotonin and endorphin production of the flow state, and the Instant Flow bonus meditation tracks. Just do not put this off 1 second longer, and here's why. First, as you will recall, I lowered the price of the Warriors Flow for you by over 150%, just so you can get in today. Yet, eventually, I'm going to have to increase the price back to retail where it deserves to be. So act now before that happens. Also, you don't want to feel left out if my super bonus Instant Flow is no longer available, as it won't be for much longer, at least for free. Only the first comers get access to this bonus. Everyone else will be left out. And let's remember, unless you take action now, today, you may never take action. You may do what so many others do and put it off. You know, for a few more days, which turns into months, even years. And procrastinating isn't only wasting precious time you can never get back. Every day is putting the odds higher and higher against you ever achieving your dreams. So let's make sure you get what you really want. And let's just face the facts. Do the only smart thing left for you to do. Take advantage of this limited time offer while you still can, and wisely get on the path today to achieving flow consciously and like clockwork using this simple, proven, step-by-step strategy. Click on the orange Unleash Your Flow button right below, and let's get you started today.